Right now, the Chicago Bears have their roster pretty much figured out ahead of training camp, at least from a contract perspective. But there are two guys that still have not signed their contracts yet and are going to be very important, not only to this season, but the future of the Chicago Bears. And the Chicago Bears currently have about $21.6 million in cap according to Spot Rack, which is 14th in the NFL at the moment. Not too darn shabby. But a lot of that, if not most of it, will be used to sign our 2 first-round picks from the 2024 NFL Draft this upcoming season, because 4 weeks away from camp and they're still not signed. Cause for concern? Yeah, no, maybe a little bit. I'm starting to feel it a little bit. I would like these guys to be happy and sign, but also would love to just get a deal done sooner. So we have the whole roster locked up. People are happy. We're going in the right direction, and there's no chance of a holdout. And also, it looks good for future free agents and other draft picks in the future. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. And today, I have a very special episode to go over what I think Caleb Williams and Odunze's contracts are going to be. So our first two picks, USC quarterback Caleb Williams and Washington wide receiver Odunze, are not signed yet to their rookie contracts, and it's now a month of July, which training camp month, if you guys didn't realize that, it's crazy to say, and causing slight concern why these deals aren't getting done. They are rookie contracts, so it'll be less than what a veteran would make, but these two are both top 10 picks, Williams being the number 1 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. They're going to want very money-friendly contracts in their favor to get the bag early in their career. And again, today, I'm going to break down what those contracts may look like and how much they may have left over to sign maybe a veteran like Connor Williams at center, an edge position like Yannick Ngakoue, or someone else. And before I begin today's show, if you want the Chicago Bears to get these guys signed sooner than later, smash that like button to show your support, along with commenting your favorite offseason move that has happened so far this year. Mine is the Keenan Allen trade, where we sent the Los Angeles Chargers a 4th-round pick for the 6-time Pro Bowler because it was a steal, and I love that he is on the Chicago Bears. And I want to hear yours too, so throw that down in the comment section below, or just a bear down. So let's hit on Rome Odunze first. The wide receiver out of Washington stands at 6'3", 212 pounds. A very big-bodied wide receiver who helps give a big target to Caleb Williams downfield, but also has a great mentorship group in Keenan Allen and DJ Moore ahead of this. This guy is going to be super special. He is built like the athletic wide receiver that you want on your team. Not only his big size, but a hand diameter of 9¼ inches, an arm length of 32¼ inches, a 40 time of 4.45 seconds, which is 0.01 seconds slower than Justin Fields. And we all know that he had absolute wheels. Here's the big thing, though. A 39-inch vertical. For a guy that's 6'3", jump balls are going to be no issue for this guy. And on top of that, just to show off his athleticism a little bit more, he is a 10-foot, 4-inch broad jump, covers a lot of ground and a lot of air, and can make opportunities for himself over smaller defenders. This past year with Washington, he played in 15 games with 92 receptions with 1,640 receiving yards with a 17.8 yard per catch average and 13 receiving touchdowns. Those are pretty darn good stats if you ask me, and that's a big deal to have in your wide receiver room. Even if we didn't get Keenan Allen, I still think that Rome and DJ Moore would be one of the best scouting or double duos in the NFL. But the thing is, we got 3 of them, and it's going to be absolutely dangerous and crucial for Caleb Williams' development. Scouting report says that he is already NFL ready, that he was the most NFL ready wide receiver in this past class, and playing behind DJ Moore and Keenan Allen is only going to make this guy better. He has great separation with his size and his speed, and his vision plus hands makes him absolutely dangerous, and why he has such a low drop percentage this past year at Washington. So Rome sounds pretty valuable. Well, the other guy, the number 1 overall pick, Caleb Williams out of USC, is absolutely a very valuable guy, and you're going to want to keep him happy because he could be the savior of the Chicago Bears. The quarterback out of USC stands at 6'1", 218 pounds, so built a little thicker than Rome, but a little bit shorter, and he's not the tallest quarterback, but he plays bigger than he is, and he is insanely athletic. Why he has been regarded as one of the best prospects in the NFL over the last 2 decades out of USC, and not only that, but he has a very good build as well, only being 6'1". 6'1". He has a hand diameter of 9 3/4 inches. Not only that, a 32-inch arm length. So again, not much shorter than Rome. A 40 time of 4.59. So yes, that is slower than Justin Fields. But this guy makes opportunities for himself because of his agility and his footwork. So 0.14 seconds slower, I don't care. This guy can break it upfield better. He's stronger. He's overall just a better, bigger type player. He might not be bigger than Fields, but he plays bigger than he is. And, honestly, his stats is what I want on this team. This past year for USC, which keep in mind had very little help, played in 12 games with 388 attempts with 266 completions, 3,633 passing yards, along with 9.4 yards per throw, 30 passing touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 170.1 QBR rating, and 11 rushing touchdowns. Very little help from his offensive line, very little help from his wide receivers in his final season, and he nearly had the same stats as he had in his Heisman season. So this guy only got better, and that's what I'm super excited about him. I don't have to really go into his scouting report. He's a generational type prospect. He can throw at ease on the move. He can scan the field well, has great vision when the pocket is breaking down, knows his playbook, creates opportunities for his guys, helps his guys get better. And he's just accurate. It's just beautiful. Perfect spiral every time. It's going to be a massive game changer in Chicago, and I don't think people are ready for it. So talking about how good these guys are, what are their projected contracts? Well, what I did is I looked at the top prospects from last year at either position and saw what they were getting paid. And obviously for Caleb Williams, let's start with the other former number 1 overall pick, Bryce Young, to the Carolina Panthers, who signed a 4-year, $37.95 million contract. And that broken down in his first year gets him $6.9 million. His second year this year will get $8.6 million. His third year, $10.3 million. And his fourth year, $12.07 million, all guaranteed money. So if you were to look at that and you think, okay, Williams is definitely getting a 4-year contract. That's what happens when you're a rookie. He's probably going to be about $39 million, maybe even 40. He might push for that. But again, it's going to go up a little bit. Inflation, market, all that kind of good stuff. But the cap hit that first year is not going to be as bad as you think. In my personal opinion, I think it's going to be $7.4 million his first year, $9.1 his second year, $10.8 his third year, and then his last year, $12.57 million. All guaranteed money. And honestly, that's so cheap for what we could get. People are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. He is 100% going to get the bag after this contract. But that cap-friendly contract, the Bears could be good for so long and develop guys around him in order to be good when they're all in their mid-20s after this contract. And this team could be good for a super long time. After that, only $7.4 million taken off that original cap before this signing. Bears still have $13.5 million left before signing Rome Odunze. Now, let's go over to Rome. Rome is honestly the top wide receiver. The fact that we got him at 9 is an absolute steal. But looking back at last year, it was Jackson Smith-Njigba who went to the Seattle Seahawks at number 20 who got paid first. His current contract, as a wide receiver at least, his first contract with the Seattle Seahawks is a 4-year, $14.47 million contract. Dirt cheap for a top talent. His first year, $2.6 million. Second year, $3.2 million. Third year, $3.9 million. And fourth year, $4.58 million, all guaranteed. So if you look back and look at Odunze, who's getting picked 11 picks earlier, I'm going to probably make that a 4-year, $23 million contract because Jalen Carter, defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles, got a 4-year, $2.18 million contract. So I think Rome is going to get a little bit more valuable position. So here's how the breakdown might be for Rome. His first year, $4.12 million. His second year, $5.12 million. His third year, $6.25 million. And his fourth year, $7.51 million. Still dirt cheap, fully guaranteed. But your first year, only $4.12 million. He's a different position, worth more. Still, him and Williams' cap hit is only going to add up to $11.02 million, leaving about $10 million in cap to go out and sign free agents before camp. So overall, I mean, it's not that bad this first year. You sign these guys to 1-year contract. The money that you use on that veteran, you split out and pay the guys at their increase next year. Overall, not bad at all. I think this could be a very fair thing for the Chicago Bears. So overall, I think these guys are going to get paid sooner than later. I think it could even happen this week. Go into the 4th of July, just have absolutely the bag in your pocket, you're going to have a good weekend. But it's going to make them happy too. Overall, Ryan Poles, it looks good for him as a general manager too. So there's no holdouts. And next year, you're obviously going to have more picks because you have, the Carolina Panthers 33rd pick at the moment. So overall, just things, it looks good when you sign your guys and make them happy. And I think that's what Ryan Poles is going to be doing. And the Bears have a ton of cap next year, which we'll do another episode on. But overall, guys, this is super fun and exciting stuff. I'm really excited about the Chicago Bears. I hope these contracts get signed soon. And if you agree with me, again, make sure you smash that like button on this video, comment your favorite offseason move or just a bear down, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to stay up to date on all Chicago Bears news and content. But with that, thank you as always for tuning in just another year, Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.